We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Kinnick Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Niall Kinnick, a war hero, the beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Back to you.
All right, Holly. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on 1st down. Playing the pass, now forcing a 2nd down. You want to force...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just got to jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself on the draw. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Say it. That's caught. It's Smith. Could not make his way to the corner. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Working the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice throw there to get the 1st down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields,
Here's a little room there. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Throw it, say it. He rifles one deep to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Solid pass by the back on the option.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Under fire. Flips it out in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Here's Sayin to throw. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath him so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Now from inside the red zone. Going for it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Jackson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. The run inside. It's Moulton. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. knocks it out of the air. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch inside the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Malton. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Pressure coming. Buried before he could blink.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll go play action with Ncaa. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Say it. Here's a heat. Thanks to grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone infraction. Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. DB's right up on the receivers. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
It's 3rd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd down play from the gun. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from Alton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up,
and this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Guys, it's been an entertaining 1st half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's Ncaa to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Still on his feet at the 35. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Say it. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Rushes on him. Chase to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
This time it's complete. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Louisville taking on the NC State Wolfpack.
And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one.
Makes a grab and room to run. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking for room, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. throwing. Say it. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pocket breaking down. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. Oh, out of space. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Iowa! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here's Sayin to throw. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Jackson. And they're able to make the tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It's complete on the right side. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Julian with the play fake. And the defense, got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll run it on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Say it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Sayin on the play action. Here's the pressure. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
Now here's Saying. Touchdown, Buckeye! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
As we head to the 4th, these two standout wide receivers have been very productive, both scoring touchdowns as we head into the final period. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Right on the money. could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man all alone. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Julian saying to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this.
He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You usually pull in 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
And they swarm him under. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
He lets one fly deep. Goes high to pull it in. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Ncaa dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Under fire. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Might have a chance. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to him on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he goes